bobbin, 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 bobbin around town. Bobbin, 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 bobbin around town.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Bobbin Around Town, Valentine's Day edition. We are doing this over Zoom because of the coronavirus. Because of the coronavirus, we are not able to meet in person. We all have to socially distance at home. So hopefully this episode makes everybody happy. So please enjoy. All right, hello everybody, and welcome to this new episode of Bobbin Around Town. Once again, we are doing this virtually because of the coronavirus. We are not able to meet in person due to COVID-19. And so my first guest, they are both interior designers. They design houses. One of them actually designed my house in Nantucket, Massachusetts, when we first moved there. It's Joe and Clay. How are you?
Hi, Bobby.
Great. How are
We're
you?
great. How are you?
Good. Okay, so where did you guys first meet?
On Nantucket, we met
In 2013,
2013.
yeah.
Okay. What was the first thing you guys noticed about each other?
You're putting us on the spot.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Well, we were at the grocery store in the checkout line.
No.
Your blue eyes, maybe.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was
know.
going to say almost the exact same
Yeah,
thing. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
My next one is, where did you get married?
We got married at the Unitarian Meeting House on Nantucket.
Nice. What are your plans for Valentine's Day?
Well, we're going to go out to dinner.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you guys good about reading each other's partner's mood?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. Completely. Yes.
I think we know when to keep talking and when we need space or quiet.
Yeah.
Clay only has one mood, so I have it easy. Clay, on the other hand.
What is a key reason that keeps you together?
Well, I mean, love. I mean, I love him, so I don't know that there's a better reason than that.
Yeah. How can I follow that?
This is a question that I always wanted to know. What was your wedding song?
Well,
It was
there, like at the wedding. Oh no,
Yeah.
at the reception.
Yeah.
It was the Nina Simone. Here Comes the Sun.
thanks.
What is something that is very different between you two?
Very different.
Very different. Clay is a lot more
Well, I think one thing is I'm a little more extroverted and Joe's a little more introverted.
and Clay's a
Okay.
little bit more stress-free, and I exude stress.
Not all the time.
And my last question is, what do you think about, because you guys are interior designers, what do you think about the living room behind me?
Yeah, I was going to ask, where are you?
I'm classified location.
That's not our
We'll
work
have to handle that
behind you.
offline.
Yeah.
I love what's going on. What's flanking the fireplace? What's the art? No, now I can't see if your head's there.
No,
Oh,
there's like this big
chair.
I do like the art flanking the fireplace. I think it looks pretty cool.
I like the mantle.
Yeah, the mantle's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna turn into an interior design show. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're here with a very great couple who I've known for a very long time, Steve Tuna and Beth Chernovish. Steve Tuna is a former police officer serving for the Nantucket Police Department. He also is a former teacher of Krav Maga, which I had the great pleasure of teaching. I think I beat him up a few times in it.
Could be.
But it is great for you guys to join us, so welcome.
Thank you.
We're very grateful to be here, Bobby. Thank you for having us.
Yes.
Of course. So my first question is obviously, where did you guys meet?
We met here on Nantucket at a restaurant called Cafe Bella Vita, which sadly is no longer here. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Our first night meeting, there was a group of about, 10 or 12 of us together.
Mm-hmm.
And I am seated right next to Beth. And at some point she says, and I quote, "I'm kind of a loser magnet."
No, I said nerd magnet.
Nerd magnet. Oh, okay. Either way, it made me think about, can I just sneak out on the check at this point?
But it was all context. I was telling you a story about somebody.
Yes, well, that's true.
No names, but yeah.
We met through her sister and brother-in-law, and I got the call back later that day to come over to their house for dinner. So I knew things were looking in the right direction. I was very happy about that. And I said, "This crazy girl, I can tell she is all about me."
He had about 5 stitches over his eyebrow.
Actually, 16.
When I met him. Oh,
16.
yeah, 16. That's
Yeah.
right.
I had a big cut over my eye.
What did you guys first notice about each other?
Sense of humor. Very funny.
Right.
Easy conversation.
I just said, "This is one lovely lady." And she tried to steal my dessert, but I wasn't having any of that.
No?
I thought
What
the waiter
dessert?
asked her if she wanted any dessert. I don't know why.
He wouldn't share his dessert.
Okay. Where did you guys get married?
We were married in Key West at a hotel in this beautiful little garden. It's a hotel called the Chelsea House on Truman Ave by a
Nice.
guy that buzzed up on a moped.
Oh my God.
A concierge from one of the hotels came over and married us in the backyard of Chelsea House.
Oh, nice.
Doesn't matter where you are, if you're south or you're north and you're freezing or you're really warm. It's who you're with.
Having said that, if we could be in Key West on Valentine's Day having dinner at Louis' backyard, that'd be okay.
Yeah. Or Blue Heaven.
Or Blue Heaven.
Do you have any Valentine's Day plans?
Probably would be takeout at home. I might make dessert though. I'm a very good baker, so we might have to
Yeah.
splurge a little bit there.
That'd be nice. And we could watch our show.
And we can watch our shows, which we've been doing
What
for how many
shows?
months?
Yeah.
Nothing new.
What shows are you guys gonna watch?
We've been watching a lot of BritBox stuff. We watched the whole Hercule Poirot series, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
Agatha Christie stuff. And we watched some other mystery stuff. Now we've got a fun one where old retired detectives are brought back in to work on cold cases. And set in England, everything. BritBox did a lot of great stuff. They've got some good shows.
Different, yeah.
We enjoy them.
Yeah.
How boring are we, huh?
Murder mystery, thrillers, detective shows.
So when you're a police officer, did you ask any of your fellow officers about marriage? And if so, what did they say?
Well, I was the old guy there, so they asked me, I think.
Do you remember what you said?
I told them to run for the hills. Nope, I told them if you find the right person you're going to be happy with, then you should definitely get married.
As we have shared with both of our daughters, they've been in relationships, and we've mostly told them just to be honest and kind to one another. I think that seems to be successful so far. Well, he's done it twice. He enjoyed it so much. So
Yeah.
I was the second wife.
It didn't work out. She's remarried and she's very happy, and I'm generally pretty happy.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
So I think that it all worked out for the best.
It did.
Mhm. So I didn't know if Steve told you this, but we're gonna play a newlywed game on the show.
I wasn't sure how she was going to take it, Bobby, but
Oh.
she took it pretty well.
Oh,
So if
I'm
you
very
guys are ready, question one is, what is your partner's favorite family vacation?
Key West.
Well, I said Florida in general. Does that count?
Yes.
All right.
Look at
Yay.
next
How
question.
close? I said Disney World, so we were both in Florida. We were both. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? Gary, why don't you give me a piece of paper? It doesn't. Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Okay. Next one is for the kids, which partner is an easier target?
Oh. Okay.
So who's the easier target? Are you ready? I'm going to tell you.
Me, happy. We both got that right. Well, they're two girls, you know.
Yeah.
Daddy had to be the mean one.
Yeah.
Yep.
The next one is what is a pet peeve your partner has for you?
So we'll just pick on Beth. How's that? All right.
Well, I picked on you.
Okay. Well, I know what yours is.
He already knows what I'm gonna put.
All right. Go ahead, Beth. What is it?
Flossing in bed.
Oh,
Flossing in bed.
oh.
That was an easy one.
What's my? Oh.
And my last one is who's more romantic?
Oh man.
You don't have to keep drawing, honey. It's not an art contest. Whoa, Steve. I'm a cold, black-hearted person.
She's mean and miserable, Bobby.
Oh.
All right, hello everybody. We are back, and I'm here with a very good couple, a very great friends of mine. We met them on Nantucket, Aaron and Michaela Hale. Aaron is blind and nearly deaf. Aaron served in the Navy as a chef for the admirals, and then finally wanted to play a more direct role in explosive ordinary disposal. While on a mission, Aaron was hit by an IED, was made him blind, and then later, when he came to Nantucket, he contracted meningitis, which got him nearly deaf. Aaron, along with Michaela, are both parents. Aaron has a son, Cameron, who I've met, who's the most funniest, the most nicest kid. And then together, Aaron and Michaela have 2 twin baby boys, Wyatt and Owen. So welcome.
Thanks. Thanks for having us on your show, Bobby.
Thanks, Bobby.
Of course. So the honest question is, where did you guys meet?
Where did we meet? So Aaron's mom and my mom grew up as childhood friends. And so Aaron and I met when we were kids. My mom would take me and my sisters to Aaron's house on our way to Ocean City, Maryland. So we'd stop in Ohio and visit Aaron's family. So I met him when I was younger, but we didn't start dating until much later.
Nice. What did you guys first notice about each other?
What did you first notice about me?
What did I first notice about you?
Yeah.
Well, we just kind of struck a conversation on social media, and started having conversations via text and then via phone. And I think it was just personalities, because of course we were geographically almost as far apart in the United States as you can get. So it was all about having great conversations, and we filled the hours together really well. So personality.
Yeah, I would have to say the same. Aaron has a really amazing sense of humor, and so he was always making me laugh, and that made me really interested in him.
Okay. Where did you guys get married?
Oh, that's a good question. Bobby was at our wedding, so that was really
indeed.
fun. So Aaron and I got married on the island of Nantucket, which is such a special place to our family. And Bobby's whole family was there, which was really amazing. And what else about our wedding?
Well, I hear it was gorgeous. Yeah. Everybody was dressed up and decorations, and of course Nantucket, just a beautiful place. So I've heard.
Yeah. You could tell the story from our engagement, like how crazy that was.
Yeah, well, wait. Yeah, the engagement, which was on Nantucket, I was going to make it a surprise, and it's really hard for a blind deaf guy to be sneaky. So I called. I texted a friend in Nantucket and said, "Hey, we're going to be out there for the event, but I want to pop the question while we're out there," and asked him if he would help me find a nice restaurant to do so. And he texted back, "No problem, my friend. I'm the master of this. She won't know what hit her." And of course, not realizing it, I texted him on a group text thread that included Michaela. So I sent him, "This is going to be a secret. I wanted to make a surprise." And then he texted back. Both of us texted right to her. And I just had to laugh, because the irony there, I'd already ruined the surprise before it even started. But she asked me what I was laughing about, and I said, I kind of told her there was supposed to be a surprise, but I accidentally texted you about it. And without looking at her phone, she handed it over to her mom and said, "Will you please delete the last text in my phone?" So that was a pretty sweet start. But the nonsense got even funnier when we got to Nantucket. We started on this premise that we were shooting some video footage about the Nantucket experience for this organization, and we were just going to be like actors. not in, but what it ended up being was this full sailing cruise around the lighthouse and back, and a nice, a couple glasses of wine down by the marina, and then have dinner for two on a table set up right on the beach. It was so wonderful. The whole thing was terrific. Well, the server, when the sun was just about to set, the server was supposed to put his hand right on my shoulder and ask me if there's anything else he could get me.
Mhm.
Only problem was we started the dinner a little bit late, and right after getting our drinks ordered, he came over and said, "Is there anything else I can get you, sir?"
And I was like, um, yeah, like our drinks. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
This is weird.
dinner would be nice, but
But that was
I know
his
what you're
cue,
trying.
so I was like,
I know
"That's
what you're
weird."
getting at. So I got down on my knee right there in the sand, and I opened up this ring box, and I asked Michaela to marry me, and she said, "There's no ring in the box." What? So she said, "Oh, it fell out of the little pillow cushion thing and into the top of the lid." So she pulled it out and then put it back in the cushion, and she said yes. And I gave her a kiss. And I said, this is so wonderful and all that. I didn't know what to say. And she goes, "This is when you're supposed to put it on my finger." I'm like, oh, yes, yes, of course. And then I placed it on her finger, and we were engaged.
What are your guys' plans for Valentine's Day?
What are our plans for Valentine's Day? So we have twin boys and a 10-year-old, so Cameron. So we will probably all do something as a family, just keep it low key with COVID going on. It's probably changed a lot of people's plans around the world. So so for Valentine's Day, we'll probably just stay here. Maybe Aaron will make a heart-shaped pizza and some chocolate or something.
I think that's a delicious idea.
Yeah.
Okay. I hear opposites attract. So, what is the difference? What is different about your personalities or interests?
That's a good question. So Bobby said, I hear opposites attract. So what is most different about each of our personalities, and like what makes us like attracted to each other because of that?
Well, there are all sorts of differences. For one, there's a little bit of an age gap, just like your folks. There's um, uh, definitely within our personalities. Michaela is definitely caring, nurturing, empathetic person. I'm more of the stoic, logical thinker. Uh, what else, babe?
Yeah, I do think that those differences in our personalities, like I think they encourage, like we encourage each other to be more like one another. So like my empathy and caring communication, I think it can often encourage Aaron to practice that more. And for me, I've learned a lot from Aaron just in business and being more direct and concise in my communication. So so he encourages me to work on that because it doesn't come naturally to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think has changed? What do you think has changed in Aaron, and what hasn't? And then Aaron, what's famous for you?
Like since we've been married or dating?
Since she was a kid to now.
Well, a lot, but I would say what has changed? Well, it's been really fun to see Aaron be a dad to babies. Aaron's a fantastic dad with Cameron, so I got to witness that from the very beginning. of when we started dating. But it's been really fun to see him be loving and playful with the babies and take care of them. So that's been a really fun change to witness in our relationship. Bobby asked, like, what's something that you've seen change in me since we've been together?
Well, certainly been able to. We've been parents primarily because we've got 3 boys in the house, and it's just amazing to see how well you handle baby emergencies and running a household and all of that. She's an incredible task manager, and even though she cares and worries, maybe sometimes too much, when it comes to taking action and taking care of these babies, she doesn't waste a moment.
Nice. My next question is, who is the better cook?
Oh, Aaron is by far the better cook, hands down. So that is a very easy answer. Aaron does all the cooking in our house. So he makes, every meal, always dinner on the table for the family. He's always coming up with fun and creative things to make. We started a TikTok last year, and he does cooking without looking with Aaron Hale. So that's really fun. And people really enjoy watching him cook, especially me. So,
And my last one is, what is one thing you want to change in your house, but your partner won't let you do it?
That's an interesting question. He said, what's one thing that you'd like to change in your house, but your partner won't let you do it?
I wanted to put a bar in the family room, and instead it became the kids' play area. So I don't think that's that wasn't my spouse putting the kibosh on that. That was just practicality.
Yeah. And for me, I don't know. Aaron pretty much says yes to anything that I want. So I'm pretty lucky from that
And a
standpoint.
cigar room.
Oh yeah, Bobby said add a cigar room. He said add a cigar room.
Oh, well, that wouldn't be half bad, but we'll have to put it next to Michaela's workshop. And like a actual gym, fitness room.
That'd be nice.
I don't know. We're gonna have lots of additions. We're gonna build out.
Yeah, we need to get a compound on Nantucket. And we can have all of the things.
Okay. And I want to also everybody know that they have their own chocolate company. I forgot to say, Extraordinary Delights. I encourage you, please buy their fudge. It is so good, and especially for Valentine's Day. Okay, we are back. Hello, everybody. It is Bobby Planzer here with Bobbin Around Town. I'm here joined by this next couple. Andrew Comarty works for the Nantucket Community Television as the station manager, became the station manager a couple years ago when Chris Winzicki left the station, and then he decided to become the manager of Channel 18. Janet Forrest works as
adult programs coordinator.
Oh, programs coordinator, geez Louise, of the Nantucket Athenaeums. She's been doing some interviews that I've been seeing on the Athenaeum, and it does this thing that I very much enjoy. I'm not a cook, but I do watch your Yummy Mondays. That's what it does. So Andrew and Janet, welcome.
Thanks for having us.
So before we get into the interview, I didn't know that you were president of the United States.
Well, like I tell people, I work for them. And I want to be able to lead them in a way that's helpful, healthy, and funny.
Okay. So my first question is, where did you guys meet?
Well,
Well, we what I call Nantucket knew each other. You know how you see people at Stop and Shop, or they're a friend of a friend or whatever. You just kind of know people from Nantucket. So I knew who Andrew was. But a couple of years ago, actually almost exactly 2 years ago, there was a stage reading at the Athenaeum, and we ended up getting casted as girlfriend, boyfriend in the play. So that's when I was like, oh, who's this Andrew guy?
And that play had me wear a dress at one point. And since resources were limited, Janet had a dress, and I weighed 10 pounds lighter than I do now. And I fit perfectly in her dress. So.
And I said, that's the guy for me. If the dress fits.
What did you guys first notice about each other?
You go first.
Yeah, I noticed Janet's perfect teeth.
That's because he had braces at the time, so he was very teeth conscious.
It's true.
What did I notice? I noticed that he was just kind of quiet and thoughtful, which I know is not always the case. He's not always quiet. He's always thoughtful. It was just kind of game for whatever people were up to. He's like, all right, yeah, I'll put on a dress. All right, yeah, I'll wear this crazy wig. All right, yeah, I'll do that. I like that.
Yeah. Do you guys have any Valentine's Day plans?
Yes, because it's actually our anniversary on Valentine's Day, because the first date we went on was Valentine's. The Dreamland was showing When Harry Met Sally, and we were the only people there except for this other couple. And then they came out to quiz us, and whoever won this quiz got the poster for When Harry Met Sally, and Janet nailed it.
But I would argue that was not a real date. It was a group outing. Just everyone else was really late. So that was our dress rehearsal date. And it was supposed to be a group date, but everyone else
they were intentionally late because they wanted us to date. That's the truth. But then after that date, when we were with everyone, we were all dispersing, and we had this awkward like bye. And so we exited the Dreamland. You know, I went left, she went right. We both, without knowing, circled to the back and realized we actually had to cross because we went the wrong direction when we left. So we crossed again, and we were like, bye. I'm pretty nervous.
So I hear opposites attract. What is different about your personalities, and how do they fit together?
Good question. Yes, I will answer that. When something doesn't quite jive with me, if it kind of rubs me the wrong way, my first response is to look as if I'm fine, and go, sure, you can do this. And then later I'll speak up if, actually, I don't think Janet immediately will say no. Janet knows how to say no very professionally, maturely, and I need a little bit of that.
Yeah. Andrew's much more patient with me. Well, with me, but with everything, like with the dogs, I tend to leash them up, and I'm like, all right, let's pee, let's poop, let's get back in the house. I have things to do. And when I watch him with the dogs, he lets them take their time. He lets them sniff. He's just very patient with them. And I appreciate that he has that kindness and patience.
I think you're wasting time, Andy. Come on.
Life is
That's
short,
what
is
I
that
said.
Oh, no.
Okay. Is it hard to date as a young adult on Nantucket?
Yes.
I love that you think I'm a young adult. Yeah, I think it can be. I think there's fewer fish in the pond. And I think, if it doesn't work out for whatever reason, it's not like living in a city where you don't ever see that person again. So you have to navigate the post relationship. So I think it can be hard out here.
Well, good.
It can be hard, and I've never been one to date, multiple people at the same time until someone brought it up to me, in terms of like just like coffee dates, for example. Someone brought up to me that actually can be helpful, so you can kind of, see everything. I'll say that I do earlier when I was a younger adult than I am now. I might want to not see some red flags. Whereas if you have multiple dates, you can see red flags, and then you can say, no, actually, that's not going to work. I don't want to date that person. But you really can't do that in a small community, because somebody finds out that you had a coffee date with this other person, and then there's a little bit of drama that you didn't really anticipate. So, yeah.
Well, and I think also, I don't know, this goes both ways, but you can kind of check up on people. You can be like, oh, I'm into this person. And you could ask around and be like, hey, is this like, are they a good guy? Like, what are they like? What do you think?
Right.
And you can get a little information before you take the risk and ask them out.
Yeah. So, Andy, I thought if it was okay with you, I didn't talk about this with your client, but I was wondering if you wanted to sing the Andy song, and we'll put that in the show. Hopefully, if it makes the cut.
Okay, my agent is going to kill me for doing this, but for you, Bobby, I think we need to.
Yeah.
All right. Are we doing it together? You and me both?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Are you ready? I don't know if it's going to come out, but here we go. Ready? Andy.
Thank you, everybody, very much for watching this episode of Bobbin Around Town. I hope you enjoy it. I certainly did. We've interviewed so many couples on this show, and I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Thank you very much to Frank Schott for shooting us all the interviews that we have done on the show. I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time.